Hey y'all, so excuse my hair, but I literally was trying to hurry up and get ready. But today I'm going to be doing an Instacart with me video. I'm going to be showing y'all how I Instacart and pretty much how to Instacart, I guess. Like, if you want to make this a tutorial, I'm not going to say I'm the best Instacarter ever, but my rating is pretty high. I have a 4.9. I'm not the fastest for sure. I'm still working on my speed, but I think I'm pretty good at it. So I'm gonna show y'all basically how it works and what I do and how I do it. And I need to hurry up and make it to the store so I won't be late. Like, I literally just took this order and got dressed, so I need to hurry up because after a certain amount of time they do cancel your order if you take too long, but they don't time you on getting to the store. So I didn't show y'all the process of taking the order and everything, and the miles it shows you and everything like that. So I'll do that if I take another order, but I will show you how much I made this order. Okay, so I'm going to Ralph's Market, and I'm also going to show y'all, sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I'm going to also show y'all what I do to track my miles as well. So I have this app called Stride that tracks my mileage so the IRS won't whoop my ass. So basically all you gotta do is press that green plus and keep this on until you're done driving. It will track your mileage. Now that I'm at the store, I'm going to be starting off with my first item, which I cannot find, so you're going to have to find a replacement for it. Take a picture of whatever is around and send it to the customers so you can find a brand that they rather have. And of course, I found the quickest thing I could find because I didn't get a response. So when you find the exact item, all you have to do is pick it up and scan the barcode, just like you are ringing up anything. And one thing, if you get something wrong, Instacart is going to correct you. So I'm about to show you something right now. I'm about to scan this bag of chips, and it's going to be incorrect because I don't have the right size. It's going to show you the amount of ounces and everything and the price that the item is going to be. Sometimes the prices are a little off, but for the most part, they are pretty much correct. So now I'm about to go ahead and kill it in the baker section because it's pretty much easy to find everything in the baker section because all it is seasonings and syrups and sugars and all that. So yeah, just watch me work. Now I'm about to do another replacement because I couldn't find this one. And one thing you don't want to do is switter around and look for things over and over again because that will make your time go up. So the quicker way to do it is just to find something very similar. I couldn't really find the replacements either, so they had plenty of options for Himalayan sea salt. So I just found something that was the exact same size and pretty much a good quality item as well. Sometimes Instacart will have something listed completely wrong, and sometimes you have to correct them. Just like they have beef stock instead of stock. Like, this item was exactly the same item, so you will have to correct that. Also with Instacart, you're probably going to have to get quantities of the same item, so also make sure that you have the quantity that you need before you put anything in your cart, and make sure you put everything in the cart. Like, don't forget a count, okay? I will be going over weighing produce later on, but basically When you're doing produce, they're going to ask you to get a certain count and weigh the count as well. And you have to do it on the scale. Now when it comes to bananas, sometimes people want different quantities. I'm looking for a quantity of 4, and I happen to have found one. But here's one thing you can do in case you don't find one. You can look for the singular bananas and you can just do it like that too. People are chatting with me in the store, so I took longer than I had to, me being too nice. But make sure you read directions when checking out. So I don't know if it's like just my state, but I figured last year we had some type of food shortage. So what I have to do with meat nowadays, not all the time, but a lot of times I have to ask the people who work there to go to the back and get meat because sometimes you don't have the meat that I'm looking for right where it should be. So just a tip for those who have that issue as well. Also, keep your receipts with you, okay? Do not by any means leave any receipts in the customer's bag, because that way they can compare prices and complain, and it can really mess you up. So do not leave receipts in the bag. Keep them with you and keep them for a while just to make sure they want to lie or do any type of fraud that they didn't get anything, that you have your receipt so you have proof. Okay, so now I'm at Smart and Final. Before you start your groceries, make sure you get into the store first and then go to whatever section that you're going to start off of before you start your groceries. That way the time won't go over too much. But like I said, I am not really good with the timing, but that's one tip that you can do to reduce your timing. We are still in a Patrick, so make sure you scrub your cart when, grocery shopping. That protects you and the customer. So now that I'm in the section that I need to start in, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So all you got to do is press start shopping, and I'm doing 2 orders. And I will tell y'all things I do to kind of separate my orders later on in the video, because I am going to have more of those type of orders later on. So I'm about to go to my first order. Also, something that I forgot to mention is greet your customers every time you start a shop. That way it gets the engagement going and it shows them that you really care about communicating with them. Every time you have a 2-person order, you're going to have an A and you're going to have a B. You can check throughout your shop which ones is which as you're shopping along. That helps me as well. I had to get a whole bunch of water, so I just know that one person had First Street, which is a brand with the store, and another person had Crystal Geyser water, so that was my way of making sure that I kept the water separate. So I have a bag of chips that they don't have, so what I'm going to do is replace them with another bag of chips. But what I'm going to do is ask the customer if it's okay, because the flavors are different. So I am going to just go ahead and replace that bag until, I see her message and make sure she approves of it. And let's say she didn't approve of it, I was going to get something else or give her a refund. But that way, I could just keep the time going, keep the flow going, and, I could always change it out if she doesn't want it. But she actually wanted it, so it worked out pretty well. So this is by far my least favorite order ever. Like, look at all this water I had to get. I had to get this. I had to get all of this. And there's 2 in the trunk of these, like right here, the First Street. So this is not an order that I'm not taking. You can see the miles that I would have to drive if I take that order. If you're going to take an order, make sure it's a good deal. You're getting paid how you should be getting paid for the area that you're in, and you're not driving way too far, because this right here is not something that I'm going to do. For $40, I can find something way closer, so I won't have to do too much wear and tear on my car, but it's completely up to you But this is how you pretty much take an order. So when you're getting fruit in the bunches, just make sure you read the tags. It's like the easiest way you can find them. But yeah, Sprouts Market just has a whole lot of different fruits and vegetables. So what messed me up here is they didn't have the Roma tomatoes in the usual spot. So here I am thinking they didn't have any until I had to ask somebody. But right now I'm about to show y'all how I measured it after I actually ended up finding it. So yeah, just put it on the weigh thing, and I would give it like a 3.1 because it's a little bit over 3. I think would be pretty accurate. So yeah, I'm going to move on with the rest of my order now. So I had a 2-person order here. How I separated was a failed attempt. I put my keys right here as a divider and had the rest of the stuff in like a little section and then at the bottom. And I check my list before I check out just to make sure that everything is separate as I bring everything up and everything is in the right section, which it was. So I'm just going to continue on with the order. Usually the employees always will help you out by, making sure you can tell apart your orders if you have 2 different orders. So for A, they didn't tie the bags, and for B, they did. So yeah, they really helped me out with that. So now we're in the easiest store of all time, at least in my area. It's Food for Less. So yeah, let's get it. Sometimes in your orders, customers will want to add more. So they will message you, basically respond. That's pretty much how you can get a bigger tip as well if you are open to adding more orders to the order already. Sometimes you'll have to do it through the app, but a lot of times the customer will already do it like she did it right here. So yeah, she just added some jello, and the mistake that I made with this shop is I didn't know where the jello was. I did not know it was in the dairy section, so that made me spend more time than I needed. But I was pretty much on good time today, and with Kroger related stores, you have to scan the barcode. Okay, so I'm about to end this video here. I'm just going to give y'all some additional tips for when you start Instacart. You definitely want to start off getting your bags. They look exactly like this. You get 4 of them for $25. So if you had already started doing your deliveries, it's going to take $25 out of your check. If not, then you're going to probably have to pay out of pocket. But I had already started my deliveries before I got my bags, so it just took $25 out of my check. So yeah, you get paid every week. So basically the money deposits every Monday, and I don't get my money, like I don't see it in the bank until Wednesday. Yeah, I don't see the money in my bank until Wednesday, but it gets deposited every Monday, so you get paid every week when you start. And yeah, and also when you start getting your bags, make sure you use them, especially if you have frozen items. Sometimes we forget, or sometimes people just don't want to use them, but they're pretty useful. If you're going to spend your money on them, you might as well use them. Like, as I get more experience with Instacart, I'm definitely going to be dropping more videos, giving y'all more tips on how to do it, and anything you have questions on. And if you also have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer them if I know the answer. But you know, I haven't been doing it for super long, so I'm still learning myself. Definitely when I pick up my speed, I can definitely do a video on how to be faster. So I can't wait till that happens. But anyway, I'm gonna end this here. Like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them down below. If you have any tips that you want to give me, leave them down below. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, just hit that subscribe button. I usually do fashion content on my channel, but since, you know, I have been doing Instacart for a while, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And also any other ways that I make a little bit of money, I'm going to share that with you guys as well. And yeah, I will see y'all later. Bye.